Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in USL League One. It's playoff time. But before we get into the playoffs and the playoff matchups, let's go backward and let you know how we got the playoff matchups and the USL playoffs. As always, USL League One and USL Championship presented by our friends at Hisense here for the 2022 season. So let's go backward into the last week of the regular season and lay things out. Now, Northern Colorado, they were in the barn. They were having to look at everyone else and hope that things would bounce their way to see if they could secure a postseason berth. But you had the 5 matchups with the other 10 teams playing match number 30 on your Saturday and laying out all of the results. Started off early, and this will be our match of the week. Let's go to Papio, Nebraska, and Warner Park. Union Omaha needing a win to secure an opening round playoff home game. Central Valley Fuego visiting at a plus 535. Union Omaha minus 244. Your draw option a plus 351. Here's your highlights courtesy of our friends at USL League One, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
Our referee this evening is Ricardo Fierro. Off we go on this Saturday. Omaha needs a win to make sure they host a playoff game. Fuego seeking to go into the offseason with back-to-back victories. Gillingham. That was calmly done by Mitchell North, but then turned over and sent right to him. 9 goals on the year. Would love to get to 10 before the season's over at the end of this one. Now the cross swung in. Good ball, back post. What a save, Piedrahita. He keeps this game goalless. That's incredible. Still alive for Fuego. Bicycle attempt by Cheney. He swung and missed. That nearly created the opener. First it was Ramos, then Vera. Vera did really well to wrap his foot around that. And arriving at the back post, it was Jose Villarreal who must have... Doyle again looks for Skiers. Skiers again gets his head to it. Knutson stabbing it in front, and it's put into the side netting by Herzog. So we'll be trying to swing this in from these short corners. Right on top of goal, and it's headed over. Piedrahita came, didn't get there. It flicked over the bar. Wide it went. Toward the end line. Chance to put a cross in. Pulled back to the top of the area and set right at Piedrahita. Skiers almost able to poke it free. Dye. Good work from him. Cheney able to stay on his feet, playing it through. Sharif Dye. Dye! 1-0! Sharif Dye. Great hold-up play. Held off the defender. Stabbed it into the back of the net. He lands the first big punch for Fuego and deals a body blow to Omaha's hopes of hosting a playoff game. It was Dye who started the move with that ball for Cheney, and then Cheney staying on his feet. Omaha may have expected him to go to ground. He didn't, and Dye holding off Claudio, getting across the front of him. What a good finish. And that had been threatening from Fuego throughout this second half and really late in the first half. They've been the better side over that period. One back by Skiers. Knutson's got to get there. He does. But now, here's Cheney for Fuego. This is 3-on-2. Christian Cheney, and Cheney saved by Piedrahita, who keeps Omaha in it. Given to Dye, but that was not well dealt with by Skiers, so they get away with it. Beautiful ball forward, and it was 3-on-2. Cheney choosing to take it himself. Piedrahita read it pretty well. Rito is also around it, but he's not in a position to shoot. It is Knutson to strike. It's on frame, but straight at Mitchell North. The time is just about up for Omaha. Forward toward Cheney. Cheney looking to get turned. Still Christian Cheney. It's a 10th goal of the season for him. And that wraps up a season-ending 3 points for Central Valley Fuego. With the final kick of 2022, Christian Cheney ends the year in double figures. It's a perfect send-off to this campaign for this expansion club. Final whistle blows. What a way to cap off the season for the visitors. Not the way that Jay Mims and Union Omaha wanted to head to the postseason.
So Central Valley finishes their first season on a high note, winning 2 in a row and causing a lot of damage in the table to Union Omaha, as they now were in and they had to watch everyone else to figure out where they were going and who they were going to play in the next round of the playoffs. 6:30, City Stadium, Richmond and Greenville, number 1 versus number 2, 1-1 draw at a plus 233. Charlotte put 5 on the board to finish the season for North Carolina at a minus 182, and that was extremely beneficial for Charlotte Independence. Tormenta and Chattanooga Red Wolves, if you missed the Tormenta match recap on the SDH network, you can go back and listen to that. Caught up with players and had highlights there as well. Tormenta with 2 goals in the first half, knocking off Chattanooga at a plus 144 by the score of 2-0. And then your late game out west, it was FC Tucson Forward Madison, a 1-1 draw at a plus 229. So what that means is this: your final standings for the 2022 season. Richmond finishes 5 points clear of second place Greenville, 51 points to 46. Tormenta, with their win, had 45 points. Had Greenville lost, it would have been an interesting tiebreaker, and Tormenta could have gotten the first round bye, but they did not. Tormenta is your 3 seed at 45 points, unbeaten in their last 5 on the run-in. Chattanooga loses in Statesboro, finishes at 43 points, 12 wins. Union Omaha, 43 points, 10 wins, 13 draws. And so that was how Chattanooga ended up as your 4. Union Omaha ended up as your 5. Charlotte Independence, with the 12th win on the year, ended up with your 6th seed at 42 points. And Northern Colorado finishes out of the playoffs in their first year, finishing their run and winning 3 of their last 5. Unbeaten in 4 of their last 5, as a matter of fact. 42 points, 11 wins. Central Valley finishes in 8th place at 40 points, winning their last 2. Forward Madison, a rough year all around. 33 points in 30 matches. They finish in 9th. FC Tucson, rough start. Rebounded a little bit, and then it was a bit of a fade toward the end, only getting 2 points in their last 4 matches. 8 wins in 30. They finish at 32 points. North Carolina FC finished with 8 wins in 30 as well, but they lose 16 along the way, losing their last 2 on the season and finishing once again 30 points in 30 matches. So that sets up your playoffs. Richmond and Greenville get your first round byes. Tormenta hosts Charlotte. Chattanooga hosting Union Omaha on the weekend. We'll get into all of the times and the particulars coming up in just a little bit. Golden Boot winner goes to, once again, Emiliano Terzaghi, 3rd consecutive League One Golden Boot. Tremendous work by him. If you've had the chance to see him, been incredible work by Terzaghi, keeping Richmond at the front of the conversation in USL League One. Union Omaha keeper Rashid Nuhu awarded his 2nd consecutive Gold Glove. Richmond Kickers midfielder Jonathan Bolaños earned the Assist Champion Award for the first time in his career. 17 goals by Terzaghi, 2nd most in a single regular season, behind Emiliano Terzaghi's 18 set a year ago. 9-1-4 record when scoring. First round bye in the 2022 postseason. Rashid Nuhu, a .98 goals against, averaged 9 clean sheets, tied for the 3rd most in a single season in league history. The Ghanaian shot stopper, just the 3rd keeper in league history to average less than 1 goal conceded per 90 minutes with a minimum of 15 matches played. And that's something that he's done in his 3 seasons there in Omaha. League One assist champ Jonathan Bolaños, 11 assists in a single season. That's a league record. 2/3 of an assist per 90 minutes with a minimum of 3 assists, scoring or assisting on 6 match-winning kickers' goals. Bolaños also tied a league record with a 3-assist performance against the Charlotte Independence back on June 11th. Team of the week for week 29. And it is Gabriel Obertan from the Charlotte Independence. He is your player of the week. 5th brace in his career. Obertan gets a 3rd consecutive postseason berth as a part of that win over North Carolina FC. A lot of Charlotte represented here with the 5-1 win. Adrian Zendejas in net. Clay Dimmick, Shalom Duty as a part of your back 4. Tresor Mbuyu, Gabriel Obertan in your midfield 4. And the rest of your team of the week for week 29. Evan Lee from Greenville Triumph, Cyrus Rod from Forward Madison, that's your back line. Sharif D.A. from Central Valley joins J.P. Sears from Union Omaha, that's your midfield 4. Kingsford Ajay from South Georgia Tormenta joins Christian Cheney, who scored the last goal of the season for Central Valley Fuego, as you heard in the highlights. And that is your Team of the Week for Week 29 in the USL Championship. September Player of the Month, Jonathan Bolaños. John Perlman from SC Tucson voted League One Coach of the Month for September as well. So, now, that sets up your playoffs in USL League One coming up this weekend. And it is, once again, presented by our friends at Hisense. On Saturday, 7 o'clock in Statesboro, Charlotte Independence visiting Tormenta, 7:30, Union Omaha visiting the Chattanooga Red Wolves. And the lower seed will go and play Richmond on Saturday the 29th. The higher seed will go play in Greenville on the 29th. And once again, you can catch the final on ESPN2, but you can catch all of the USL League One playoffs presented by Hisense leading up to that championship game on ESPN Plus and your local providers. So semifinals once again Saturday the 29th, your league final Sunday November the 6th at 7:30 Eastern Time on ESPN2 and Sirius XM FC. That is your quick rundown of everything that has gone on in USL League One, because it is now playoff time. Once again, USL League One playoffs presented by our friends at Hisense. Follow along on ESPN Plus if you are out of market, if you are in market, if you are in Statesboro or close, if you are in Chattanooga or close. Catch the action in the postseason for USL League One. If you are in market and can't make it, go through your local providers. But once again, ESPN Plus will provide you with all the action when it comes to USL League One. Enjoy the postseason, everybody. It's already starting. Championships coming up just around the corner here in USL League One. So everybody here at SDH, play it safe, everybody. I'm John Nelson. Enjoy the matches and enjoy the postseason in USL League One.
There can be only one!